Y'all, it's your boy John Frank, and I got a couple minutes before I gotta run out, so we're gonna do this live really quick. It's called "Who Cares What John Thinks," right? That's the name of the title. So I was minding my business, getting ready and shit, and then I seen Myron live, and then I started trolling, right? So I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about, right? So I changed his name, right? His new name, it went from El Drunko Skunko to the obvious drunk. You know what I'm saying? He went from the obvious truth to the obvious drunk because it's obvious, right? So now, fuck face ass, potato face ass Myra, I trolled him so hard, he fucking timed me out from every account. Real ironic, he's mad at Gears for blocking people in his chat, but he's blocking me out his chat because he wants to continue pushing his narrative, his script. He's the only script writer around here because only a motherfucker that writes scripts would be concerned about scripts. You what Fed called you a scripper flipper? I don't even watch Fed, but now I watch Fed, right? And he said you a scripper flipper, I think. And that's what the fuck you is. You's a motherfucking scripper flipper. You over here trying to flip a scripper because the shit ain't going the way you want it to go. You feel me? And if everybody jump on your side and go the way you want it to go, guess what? You gonna jump on the opposite side because you an oppositional motherfucker. So I was trying to go in your live and let you know that it don't matter what happens. You're gonna be oppositional regardless because you just one of them people. You remind me of Huggy. You know what I'm saying? You just want to be like, but don't want to be like all at the same time for free. You get me? The shit don't make no sense, obviously, but that's your choice. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to help you understand that no matter which way it goes, you're gonna be unsatisfied and unhappy regardless. I promise you that. You know? Hey, that's just the only message I was trying to deliver to you. You feel me? You come out here, you make erroneous allegations, you don't stand to prove nothing that you saying, and then you want people to take you serious like you credible. You feel me? And then you say all this erroneous shit, right? And then we look at you and then we question it, and now you all sad about it. Now you got your head down in the clouds and all that shit. Now Myron want to act like he's the biggest drug dealer in the world before. I'm like, huh? How that shit go? A hustler gone broke. That's a joke, right? Joke, right? We good on all that, baby. Goat life, goat life. Stop and go flow. No, let me stop. Look, Myron, I hope you do good in court. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you go. Oh, he going to court to get his license. His license been revoked since forever. You know what I'm saying? How can a how can a drunk drive a car? You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. That's just a bad recipe for an accident. You feel me? So I think that's why he stopped drinking because he knew he had to get sober so he could get this license. He's like, oh, they picking on me. They picking on me because I'm fucking up the script. Ain't nobody picking on you, bro. You getting exactly what you deserve accordingly. You feel me? No more, no less. Nobody say nothing to you when you talk about dead babies, right? Notice how you just get an exclusive pass. You feel me? Because you're on the mountain and nobody holding you to no sort of standard. Nobody's holding you to no sort of standard. Like if I pissed on myself, I hear about it. But if you piss on yourself, it's Myron. Myron pissed on himself. It ain't nothing. And I ain't here to make him feel bad. I'm just here to tell the obvious truth. This is the obvious truth. You know, I'm not nitpicking at nothing. And yeah, I seen his record. He's been harassed by the police for sleeping in cars, operating vehicles he's not supposed to operate, everything having to do with a car, standing in front of a car, looking at a car. They didn't arrested Myron for looking at a car. So all these Pablo Escobar charges that he say he got, I ain't never seen them. I'm just saying maybe they got them hidden in a special folder or something. But I'm just saying I ain't never seen them. You feel me? And then I ain't never seen him of nothing worthy of even making me think that he was even on the level of a quarter of a Pablo Escobar or some shit like that, right? So it is what it is. Marvin, I think I'm done with you. Uh You know, you trying to flip the script, and you now you in the script, and it's not even that serious. This is just my commentary. So don't take it more than what it is. I'm just a bitch ass vlogger. You feel me? I'm just addressing your shit because I seen it, and that's part of my shtick. I'm trying to get in sync with watching everybody video and doing my day by day, play by play. See, now that my page is monetized, I'm gonna break out the notebook now. Feel me? Because before there was no point in breaking out the notebook. Now I can break out the notebook. I'm gonna watch somebody's live and I'm gonna write down my talking points of what they talking about. So now when I get on my live, I'm gonna have mad shit to talk about. All I gotta do is remember. If I fucking remember, oh, I'm gonna light everybody else the fuck up. I'm just too lazy. Write it down, talk about it, give it a substantial amount of time per topic. Feel me? And I'm gonna roast their asses up, showing you how you do a fucking a review, a debunk, all that shit. I'm really good at it. Super good. That's how I got my numbers up in the Kanika shit. Right? So that's how I'm gonna do y'all real YouTube like, and then I'm gonna get paid off of it. And I'm gonna do it real legit. I'm not gonna disrespect y'all. I'm not gonna go too far with it where y'all can strike my page. I'm just gonna keep it very YouTube. Feel me? Very YouTube where I could just keep getting paid off doing reviews and being a dickhead at the same time. All in good fun. Um Now what we up to? We up to JJ Punk Ass. Let me drop the link in case one of my homies pop up. I'm not even really uh promoting this page because hopefully my other page come back in a sec. I put some appeals in. They trying to say I got sexual content. I'm like, sexual content where? You feel me? Sexual content where? I see booty shaking all the time on YouTube. Anyway, all right, link drop. Anybody got something to say to me? Come say it. But the next topic, we're gonna move on to JJ. Disclaimer: you a fucking snitch. I don't want no smoke. You feel me? I don't want you calling nobody on me. I'm just giving my commentary on what I seen happen. So I seen your video and I thought that you did pull up or something. I got tricked on the clickbait. You called John. I don't know if you called everybody else. But then I seen Faith outside waiting for your ass and you never came back. So that's what it was too. And then I seen drop video this morning where it's like you took the Uber to go to work and you told them to pass by Faith's house and slow drive. Like, you stupid as fuck. And then you put this shit on the internet and I'm just like, bro, is you trying to go to jail? Because first you trying to prove something to everybody, how you just gonna go out. You just got nothing to lose and you're about to go out like that. But if it's really like that and you got nothing to lose, why are you still attending both your jobs? That don't make no fucking sense. So you dead ass gonna be working at the Pizza Hut, the supermarket, and the KFC, and then on your off time just throw your whole life away? What's the point of even working at the minimum wage jobs? It don't even make no fucking sense. You busting your ass to make 275 a week, right? I mean every 2 weeks. You busting your ass to make 275 every 2 weeks to make all these grand threats like you about to take somebody's life. You feel me? Because you've been exposed to the fullest. And in all actuality, you brought all this shit upon yourself. Feel me? Now you crying, leave me alone. I don't want no problems. I told y'all to leave me alone. Now you out here calling the police on people. You say your wife was calling the police on people, but now you out here to the point where you just admitting it's you. You the Charleston White of YouTube. You don't get that? You the Charleston White of YouTube. And it's like I could tell you have no friends because you couldn't be in no hood situations where we could get a hold of somebody and tell them like, yo, this dude is an obvious snitch, right? The obvious snitch. That should be JJ. The obvious snitch. You feel me? You want to call everybody 6ix9ine and you motherfucking Ratatouille out here. All because a motherfucker talking about you. Wait, what you said? He talked about that. That's all he did. All he did was talk about you. So imagine somebody do something to you. Imagine how much more telling you're gonna do if somebody put hands on you or physically hurt you. I don't even want to see that happen to you. Like, it's gonna happen to you regardless. And I'm not talking about like something bad happening from people doing something to you. It's just karma. Karma's kicking your fucking ass right now. It's fucking you up. I don't know if you see it. You feel me? You could pretend that you live in high and large out of a cart, but that goes to show me how much character you got or how much of an imagination you have. You feel me? Because it's like you live out of a car, you got to push 3 jobs. Your baby mama done exposed you, but you're trying to make the best out of it. You're trying to hold your head high in the situation. I tell you this, JJ, you way stronger than me. You way stronger than me because I couldn't go through 5% of what you go through. I must be a weak motherfucker because I couldn't I couldn't handle it. You feel me? I'm not that hood. I'm not that tough. I'm tough, but I'm not that tough. I couldn't go through a fraction of your life without being more fucked up than you. Like, like, yeah. Feel me? Now you at the point where you just on the internet, you want you just I don't know. I see people like you. You trying to crash out on purpose. You trying to crash out on purpose because you don't want to deal with your consequences. So you think you'd be safer in jail. You feel me? JJ thinks he'll be safer in jail. Maybe he get himself a boyfriend. Maybe he could do YouTube. He said, "You a blood, I'm a crip." He said, "If you a blood, I'm a crip. The Crips ain't gonna accept you if you snitching. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The worst place you could be is in jail. That's the worst place to be for a snitch. And I'm gonna keep it real. It's like Drop said. You doing all this shit to impress the internet. You doing all of this to impress the internet. You could just shut the fuck up and stop beefing, and everything would have went smooth for you. Because nobody give a fuck about you like that. Who want to beef with the dude that's 120 pounds? What come up do you get off that? What brownie points? Who gets a brownie point off beating up JJ? Which one of y'all is gonna get the brownie point for whooping JJ out? That's easy work. You know what I'm saying? You don't get no points off of that. That's like fighting a little ass woman. You don't get no points off of that. That motherfucker's frail, brittle, already calls the cops. He's homeless. Imagine the kind of imagine the crime, imagine the charge you get hit with for doing something to the homeless man. There was some crazy guy in New York going around shooting homeless people. He was in Virginia or North Carolina, and then he came to New York and just started shooting homeless people. Now they got like a whole homeless crime, like a gay bill or a homeless bill. If you just go attacking homeless people for no reason because they homeless, that's like somebody that works for transportation. In New York, a bus driver or a train conductor, if you hit them, you get like how many years? 7 years or 6 years, some shit like that. Automatic for assaulting a public transportation person. Just touching them, spitting on them, any of that shit. That's 7 years right there. You feel me? So it's like they got rights and shit to protect homeless people and people like oh, he got AIDS, he homeless, he got all of that. He got everything to get him in a domestic woman's violence shelter. Everything. He got all the qualities to get him in there, yo. So that's why, and then you gotta understand, you gotta read between the lines of what he's saying. He's saying, I'm gonna get away with that shit, Shirley. I'm gonna get away with that shit. You know why? Because he already went down to the precinct and filed a report against her. He said, I'm in fear for my life. She dropped bullets on my porch. She doing this, she doing that. Now he went down to the precinct a second time, doubled down on his statements. So now, if something happened, he want to let off on her, and then he gonna try to use that as an excuse. Like I went down to the precinct, said I was in fear for my life. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just John and I'm being stupid. But that's what I think he's trying to say. He's trying to say that he's covered if something happened. And he probably put police reports on a couple of other one of y'all just in case y'all do come down there. That's why he keeps saying, come down here, watch, watch. especially with all these gun laws and shit. Oh, listen, the last person you want to pull up on is me, because the gun laws were just rewritten like yesterday. So in New York, you can openly carry now. So is up. Is up. You don't want to get close to me with a serious face, or with some eye grilling motions and shit like that. Cause shit, I take that back. That was a poor statement. What up, Miss T? Nothing, chilling. Yo, I didn't even know you knew about this page. I'm just chilling, doing my thizzle. I was really talking to Myron in the beginning, and I said, "Yo, let me talk to JJ real quick." But I'm having real talk with him. I was joking with Myron, having real talk with JJ, and then I'm just waiting for the rest of the schedule to present itself. I wish somebody, if somebody's watching right now that know Faith, tell her to come over here and hit this link, because I need scheduling. I need to know, when is you going on Drops panel. That's the only thing I want to know. I'm waiting for this big T. JJ is just distracting you with all this pull up shit because he don't want you to drop the big shit on Drops panel, and that's all I want to see. I'm not even holding, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to see the Vonnie one, and I want to see I want to see like three in between, and I want to see them go off to randoms and throw one to Gears, throw the Myron one to Gears too, or give Gears a long one because he do a good show. Feel me? Some shit like that. But I want to see. I want to know when it's happening. Like, you know how TV go. You know every Sunday's your show, or every Wednesday at 10 o'clock prime time. You know what time your show's at. This shit is on the random. Feel me? One of y'all need to get the Faith. They say, Vonnie, if you watching this, you need to get the Faith, or come represent. Come hit the link and tell me, like, yo, when is this shit going down? JJ's just trying to distract her from dropping this shit. Or he's trying to get her locked up to stop her from dropping the shit. But Drop already said he got everything. So maybe the show is still safe. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just a big distraction. Myron's out here causing a big yeah, y'all been one. Y'all been one. Y'all been one. This is like a second win. This is like a second or third win. This is not your first win. This is like the this is like the third win. This is like the final win. What you call it? Uh, the finals, when you just finish the finals. Yeah, this is over. They got swept. But look, it's all good though, because to kill the snake, you got cut off the head, right? And now, once you cut off the head, it lets everybody out of their contract, out of their YouTube contracts. All these people are beefing because they were loyal to somebody else, so they having somebody's back. Now you could take that off their heads, and everybody's free to start all over if they please. You feel me? But I be watching the people that came from them, because I'm just like, you follow bullshit or you run with bullshit, you loyal to bullshit. That's how I'm looking at you. Like, Myron threw in the flag 2 days ago when JJ threw it in this morning. Oh, I didn't finish watching JJ. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. See, y'all reminded me. I was gonna see. I fucked up. See, I fucked up my whole show. I was gonna, when I play his video, y'all can't hear me play it. I could play it and talk to y'all at the same time. So I could have played this shit, listening, and gave it live commentary as it goes and paused it and all that. That's what I was gonna do. But now I don't have time to do that. I only got 7 minutes left. But yeah. Uh Also, when my page come back, uh I'm gonna do something. I'll tell you about it later. I don't want to mix it in with this. But yeah. Oh, and shit. Two of my members are jumping in that rap contest that LTG got going down. Or three of my members. I don't know if it's two of my members or three of my members or one, because I was supposed to listen to it, but I was mad busy last night. My son was terroristic. Feel me? So, but for all the people that's trying to enter the contest, just beware. I feel like my people are gonna win. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something really fucking good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I gotta finish watching JJ's live. What did he say at the end? He just said, "Y'all won. I give up. I'm not gonna be flying by Ubers and threatening people no more." It's that simple. It's that simple. Like what? It's like high school, motherfucker. You gotta understand. It's always the next person. So it's like after you throw in the towel and be like, "I don't want no more problems. I'm done." Motherfucker be like, "Ah, you done?" They're gonna do an after party on you, and then after the after party is over, that's it. It's done. Just go about your business. Take your little 5, 6 people that you got. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing and see how long that shit lasts. I told y'all he ain't shit without his wife. That's the muscle. Yo, I wish I had the patience to go back to my old videos and run together all my old predictions. And they were simple predictions, simple shit. Simple shits like he ain't shit without his wife. She the muscle. If he didn't have her, his content be flat. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like without her, that was his play on. Without his battery pack, he's not really rocking like that. You know what I'm saying? You had more of an edge with her. When you said a joke, she would laugh behind you. She would boost your shit up. That y'all would work together as a couple. But and then also another one of my predictions where I always said to people, if you leave these people alone, they will have nobody to fight with but themselves. See, the only thing that kept them together was the hate for drop, right? So now when one of them stopped hating drop and the other one hates drop, their relationship started to, you know what I'm saying? Hell no, he was doing a little more subtle. Said, I want to stop doing videos, but I know they're gonna keep coming for me. Yo, I don't want the police on me. You feel me? I'm doing my commentary simple, basic, and plain. I ain't even trying to diss the dude. I give real talk. If he can catch it, he can catch it. If he don't, that's his problem. You feel me? I, I'm speaking for myself. I could give 2 fucks about him. You feel me? He could get rich tomorrow and I still wouldn't be mad. It wouldn't make me feel no sort of way. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to be a terrorist on the internet, you got to understand you got what you deserve. Fool man. You got exactly what you brought upon yourself, just like everybody else. Just like everybody else, including myself. Everybody gets what they put out. And exactly what you put out is what you got. Sorry, not sorry. I'm thinking you're too dumb to learn this lesson because you're 40 plus, right? You should have been learned the lesson. But if you're willing to learn it now, life can change for you. But if you can't even get it right now, then you know what? You're gonna be fucked up forever. You're gonna crash out. You're gonna lose your job. You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna be somebody's boyfriend. Like it could go this way, go that way. You got a fork in the road. Which way you gonna go? Now all his doxes and receipt collections are gone, or collectors are gone. Oh, so he don't got no more receipts. What what receipts does he really need if he was lying? You know what I'm saying? Imagine taking one-liner and embellishing the whole motherfucking truth. What up, Simply Made? See, he's just an embellisher. A lot of the things, like, in order for you to know he's lying, he got to do an episode on you. And when he does an episode on you and you know your truth and he's telling your truth for you and he's completely off base, that's how you know he's a liar. And then he goes to say, hey, maybe all this shit he's saying about everybody else that he swear upon ain't true neither. You feel me? I don't take that man seriously what he say about nobody. What up, Miss Marie? I don't take him seriously what he say about nobody. You can't hate on people, especially people that got more than you. You feel me? You just a hater. It's in your blood. You gotta figure out how to get that hate out your blood. This whole shit with you and Straight Drop started because of uh donations and a trip. You feel me? You had a little jealousy in your heart because he helped you get on. You was almost doing the same numbers or doing exactly the same numbers as him at the time, and through friendship, and then to be his enemy, you got the same numbers, and that's the torch you decided to carry over jealousy because People wasn't hitting your cash app the way they was hitting his. You felt entitled to what was his, and you didn't earn that. You didn't put in no work for that. You wasn't no big YouTuber. You ain't never cracked K's on this shit. A lot of people from different communities don't know you. You ain't putting your networking work. You're not like, you know what I'm saying? Faith made him, and now she's gone. He's nothing without his master. I kept saying you ain't shit without your homeboys. When I say you ain't shit without your homeboys, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. You ain't shit without your homeboys. Uh, You know the motherfuckers that's only tough when they with their friends. They tough, but they only tough when they with a group of people. I can't stand them motherfuckers. I can't stand them motherfuckers, yo. I hate them. They annoy the fuck out of me. People like that annoy the fuck out of me because you know when you catch it by themselves, you beat the bricks off the ass. Beat the fucking bricks. I see videos like that on the TikToks and the YouTube all the time. Those shits be the most hilarious. You talking all that shit on the internet, right? Shit. Walk up on me and ask me if I was talking all that shit on the internet, right? I'm like, yup, pink, beep. That's how you should answer. With all this TikTok and social media shit going around, you should be like, yup, that was me. Pink, motherfucker, you got me. You got me. It's me. Beep, beep, beep. And I'm gonna say it again. Beep, beep, beep. That's how you gotta approach that shit. If you're talking all that shit on the internet. But look, y'all, if for some strange reason I disappear and I die, it's because New York is hella dangerous and they made guns legal. And now that they made guns legal, it's already dangerous out here right now. Right now. Like when I came up growing up, it was tough, right? But right now it's on a whole nother level. It just went back to the 90s real quick. It's like I feel like we just jumped into 1993 or 1994 or 95 because it's like that right now. Kids is fucking instead of riding inside the train, they riding on top of the train. I had to tell my daughter this morning, like, yo, I better not catch you on TikTok riding no fucking trains or busting in the conductor booth talking about we run the train. She don't even do shit like that. But I just had to tell her because you never know these kids nowadays. They be coming up with the craziest shit. The craziest shit. And nowadays there's already guns on the street. There's already guns on the street. And motherfuckers that's 30 plus just smart enough not to walk around with guns no more. Cause you know, they already had a hard time from before. But these little kids nowadays, 14, 15, 16, with all this drill rap influencing them, and they can't fight at all worth a lick. Because at least in my time, I feel like my generation was the last generation of you had to fight before you could grab a gun. You wasn't just allowed to grab a gun off the rip. You couldn't just go get a gun when you had it. You could, but that's when you got a little bit older and you knew what time it was. But not off the rip. Off the rip, like when you as a kid, 14, 15, you have to get your hands up first. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, these 14, 15-year-olds, they don't even know if they got hands. They don't even know if they could fight because they never had a fight a day in their life. They don't know what an ass whooping feel like or none of that. Or they can't take an ass whooping. You know why? Because society tells them you're not allowed to lose a fight. You're not allowed to lose a fight. Somebody whoop your ass. Now you gotta come back around the next day and shoot their ass. And then you shoot them, boom, they dead. You in jail. That's a crime of passion. You do that shit on camera. You doing 25 years for some shit you did as a stupid ass adolescent. Hell yeah, we had to fight. This is what I'm saying. A lot of y'all that talk that shit on this internet, I hope at least you done scrap before and shit like that, and that's why you talk like that. There's a motherfucker like me, I don't respect it if you talk like this, because I talk like this. But guess what? If you try to pull my card, shit, you gonna have to whoop my ass because you gonna have to pull my card. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna play stupid with you, and I'm not gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it might be worse. I'm extra offended for anybody that think they could pull up on me. I feel like if somebody pull up on me, I'm allowed to go inside your house. Like honestly, I could breach your house now. Like you just violated me, I'm violating you back. But that's just how I think. Everybody's not prone to those type of. But you just can't stand a motherfucker that never did nothing and then they just talking like that. I'm just like, why you talk like that? There was somebody slap them in their fucking mouth. They not saying nothing. None. Zilch. This is what I'm saying. JJ seemed like one of the people. He seemed like one of the people you just clap him and that's it. Or you may hurt him. And then if you hurt him, you gotta worry about the consequences behind it. And then you gotta think about it. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? In the grand scheme of things, when you think of this whole YouTube shit and all these pulling up shits, is it really worth it if you got something going for yourself? Now, if you don't got shit going for yourself, trust me, it's all worth it because you don't got nothing better to do. The people that got things to lose, like the people that want to hit the I got a lot of people that want to hit the link that I talked to on the phone. Got great conversations. Won't hit it because they got something to lose. You feel me? They speak the wrong thing. They speak freely. They speak too freely. Offend the wrong person that's triggered by shit all the time. Boom. They don't people don't people don't want their jobs called and all that shit. I seen the Myron's job come up the other day. I seen it. I'm like, a person like me, I'm not going to do it because it's like somebody's did it to me. When somebody do some shit to you, you don't feel comfortable doing that shit to other people. You feel me? Should have been done to me that I just don't feel comfortable doing it to other people because it's been done to me. Now I'm like, oh shit, this is not funny. It is what it is, right? But that's how I came to. I'm like, oh, that shit wasn't funny. Why? Because it happened to you? Yeah, because it happened to me, motherfucker. Exactly, because it happened to me. Exactly. It's my truth. We used to throw hands and be cool later. Hell yeah. And you know what? You can only do that with somebody you have respect for. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have respect for that person, it's like you beat their ass and you talk shit to them. Get the fuck on. Let me see, right? But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you cool with that person and it's like it just got to the point like, yo, you doing too much. Or so what's up? Yeah, I could see it like that, right? I'm gonna tell you, as I got older, I got past that mentality where it's like, I don't think we could fight and be friends unless I'm initiating it. You feel me? I don't think we could just you could just come up to me and say, all right, we about to shoot the fair one and be cool afterwards. Well, maybe we could if there wasn't. I'm gonna keep it real. That's where all the talking comes into play. All this talk. That shit makes shit worse. All this talk. That shit raise that shit to level red, cold red to me. That's why I don't like doing all this talking. On the internet, you could do all this talking because ain't nothing but space. In a person's face, if we face to face, right? The first disrespectful comment versus my disrespectful comment, in my mind, one of us is going to throw a punch after the first or second comment. You feel me? So it's never going to get to the point where it's like motherfuckers is disrespecting themselves to that level. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had a diss battle with a motherfucker where it got to that point and then I'm just like all riled up because now you done said some shit. Now I want to body you. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't want to fight you. Now it's up. That's why that whole talking shit is whack. I don't like doing none of that talking. I rather say nothing. Because if you say something, you gotta live by that shit. In my mind, you know what I'm saying? If you projecting shit in the air, you gotta do that shit. So, and if you don't do that shit, you're gonna look crazy. That's why if you ever hear me on here, I always say it's gonna be what it is. And what I mean by that is it's gonna be what it is, and whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna be. I'm not gonna tell you what it's gonna be because what if that ain't what it is? I'm just gonna tell you it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and that's what it's gonna be. That's what it is. Product of bad parenting, chill. I wish of a child with minds would, amongst other things. Listen, I'm a hypocrite parent. Like, I'm gonna teach my kid to tell the teacher. I don't know. See, that should be one of my topics. Feel me? Should kids? I know my parents told me to tell the teacher, but everybody else's parents told them to hit back. But I didn't tell the teacher. I hit back. But I'm just telling you what my mom taught me. My mom always taught me to tell the teacher. All my other friends, they said they mom said somebody hit you, you hit their ass back. Feel me? I still hit their ass back, but I'm just saying. I'm gonna teach my kids how to teach her, because I'm looking at the world that I'm living in right now, and it's these teenagers that's fucked up. They really believe this music shit, and they really die behind this shit. So I'm just like, my kid got to come up in that environment. The only way you can get your kid out of that environment is the way my youngest did it right here. She got good grades. She just got nominated for a scholarship. You heard? Nominated for a scholarship. So it's like she got her good grades, got her into a good school that took her out the hood and an exclusive environment just for her and kids of her caliber. You feel me? So uh freaking I don't know, man, because you teach these kids the same old rules that you teach everybody else's kids, they're gonna end up like everybody else. That's what I think. What's your opinion on that? And let me tell you something about the product of bad parenting. And I was taught this, and I seen this with my own eyes. Most of the worst kids have the best parents. The kids that are the worst out here have the best, most hardworking parents most of the time. It's not always that the parent ain't shit and she raised her kid and she ain't. Most of the time, the parent is a hard. Well, where I'm from, most of the time, the parent is a hard working parent, and it's the kid doing fuck shit, or their environment or lack of supervision that got them acting the way they acting. Because supervision will save a motherfucker. You can have the best kid in the world, and they'll do some dumb shit once a year type shit, or once in forever. But that one time that they do it, they might never do nothing wrong. But that one time they do it, it's gonna be a doozy. You feel me? That's why they kids. You know what I'm saying? They brain immature yet. I'm hungry. I'm gonna make some French toast, bacon, egg, and cheese with a side. Don't do that to me. I'm a foodie. I'm a foodie. Don't do that to me. You gonna make my stomach rumble in a second. I'm still sipping on my coffee. Nowadays, if they lose a fight, they are coming back to kill you. Why? Because that's what they taught. That's what they taught. Everybody's taught to not they can't take a L. You feel me? Now somebody do some bullshit on you. I can't tell you what to do. I ain't advertising kill people because I don't believe in that shit. But shit, you never know what somebody might spark you to do. I know what I'd do to protect mine, or if I felt like mine was being you gotta understand this YouTube shit. Just somebody pulling up on you, in my mind, makes me feel like, oh, my family's unprotected. You feel me? So that right there could trigger something in me that might slant to take something out and murk something out. Just cause I feel like, oh, you just even playing too much. You know what I'm saying? You playing even too much. And if I knew it was that deep, I see you first. You know what I'm saying? If I really knew it was that deep, I see you first. Embarrassment now is worth death, sad and sick. And wait, you don't even gotta die. You could be handicapped for the rest of your life. I know I was in jail. I knew a story of a guy, a big ass dude. This dude was huge, biggest dude in the whole jail. His name was Tiny. Biggest dude in the whole jail. His name was Tiny, right? And Tiny was a good guy, right? Only reason me and him became cool is because we was from the same neighborhood. If else, we would have never became cool. But this dude Tiny, guess what he was in jail for? He was wrestling with his friend, a dude that he's cool with, his best friend. They was wrestling, and he slammed him on his neck. And when he slammed him on his neck, he paralyzed him forever, and the dude could never walk. And they weren't even fighting for real. They were best friends. This is the story that's acknowledged even by the mother. And still, the dude was sitting up in jail doing time for an accident for breaking the dude's neck for play wrestling. So this is what I'm saying. The shit is dangerous out here. Like I've seen on my local news, I've seen people get punched once, one time, either hit their head on the curb and die, or that one punch killed them. That one punch killed them. And these are like clips on the news that they show random guy hits another guy. They had like a simple argument. These two people don't even know each other. And it was a one punch thing. Hits the person, they die. It could have been the person's fault that died. And it don't even fucking matter. That one punch you did, even if it was to defend yourself, the fact that he died, even if it was one punch on camera, everything is what it is and exactly what it is. You still gonna do a good amount of time behind some shit like that. So when you think of a motherfucking JJ that weighs 120 pounds, that when he gets sick, he can't even take care of himself, you got to think twice about putting your hands on that man. A man that already loves to go to the cops, you got to think twice about, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it to hit a punk that everybody wherever he live at know he a punk because he can't even validate himself? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's why I got the YouTube goggles on. When you put on the YouTube goggles, you don't sweat the shit they say that much. You go, he's just a punk ass bitch. He's just trying to get a rise out of me. He's gonna say the most disgusting things in the world so I could do the same shit back. He needs to get me on his level because that's how he's doing in life. You got to be doing that bad, or you got to be really living like that terrible to just easily be that disgusting with your mouth. A lot of motherfuckers that get to that point on here, it's an argument that builds itself up to that point or something like this. This motherfucker goes straight to that. And I give you a case, an example. Black Truth was on my live whenever he was. He was mentioning how or maybe it was somebody else's live. He was mentioning how he mentioned his daughter and he was gonna kill his daughter. That motherfucker ain't killing shit. You know what I'm saying? I understand the threat and you don't like it, but you gotta understand, out of all the people he picked out of here to fight, he picked you to fight and number one on his list. Guess what? If it was John's list, you would be at the end of John's list, Black Truth. Not only because you cool and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? You just a cool motherfucker. But fight wise, 120 pounds versus a big man, nah, I'm good. You last on my list, bro. I'm ignoring you. I'm ignoring you, bro. I don't even. I'm be like, nah, I don't want to fight you, bro. I'm good. I'm good on that. You picked the biggest motherfucker in this community to try to call a punk and try to ask for his address to fight, and probably one of the farthest motherfuckers from you. You get me? This shit is YouTube, bro. The dude is just saying anything. Age is eating up his brain cells, the smart brain cells, but he's just saying all this crazy shit just to get a rise out of you, to see where he gonna take you to see where you gonna go to get him back so he can get you locked up. It's just a play to get you locked up. Fuck you, John, your sister this, your sister that. Oh, they want me to do some crazy shit. Oh, you want me to do some crazy shit. So as soon as I do some crazy shit, you could somehow use it against me. Entrapment. Entrapment. From a sucker. And how fool would I be to get entrapped by a motherfucker that's already telling me that he calls the cops on motherfuckers? Especially when he's angry. He blurts that shit out and says it with his chest. What kind of fool would I be? You know what I'm saying? I can only be mad at myself for letting this fucking ratatouille ass motherfucker lock me up. I can only be mad at myself. That's what I'm saying. Don't be that stupid. I done been that stupid in the precinct and the bookends where you sitting up there and everybody's in there saying what they saying oh, they not supposed to arrest you for weed. This is years ago. They're not supposed to arrest you for weed no more. They're not supposed to arrest you for weed no more. Mind you, there's 30 motherfuckers sitting next to me arrested for weed. Stupid motherfuckers. My bad. I ain't reading it. I gotta pay attention to the comments sometimes. I lose myself. Yeah. I literally gotta get off in 12 minutes or else. Yep, and abused parents or drug parents have good kids. I always said they're fighting for a better life. Good parents, kids want to fit in with the cool bad kids. Yo, I feel bad for a kid that has a parents that's a drug addict. Cause I wouldn't like my mom is the opposite of that, but I don't know what type of person I would have been if my mom was that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I would have been terrible. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I like that shit just hurts right now. Just even trying to think about it, like if I had a parent like that, I don't think I could live them shoes. See that's why I say certain people are tough because I could go through my life struggles which were hard for somebody else, but I can't walk through some of these people's shoes. A lot of some of these people's shoes I cannot walk through, and that's just me being real. And I done been through shit that they probably can't walk through, but shit, I always said they fighting for a good life. Good parent kids want to fit in with the bad kids, and also sometimes not only through peer pressure and social media and what's cool and what's not cool. Also, let's say you're from a bad neighborhood, right? Some of these kids get down for protection. You got to understand. Sometimes where I'm from, if you not with nothing, you by yourself. And as a kid, by yourself, you don't know what you're worth yet. You ain't proven yourself yet. You don't have no experience under the belt. So you have no clue what you can and can't do. Everything you just freestyling. You just freestyling from here and on. So it's like a kid where I'm from, if you live in the back, like I'll give you an example. When I did security, there was these two schools from this side and that side that would clash at the same area. So in order for them to get home, they would have to be about 30 to 50 deep, and they would have to walk home together or take the bus together or stay on extra stops together to make sure they peoples got off and take the bus back. So sometimes people that get with a crew just to get home type shit. Like when I was a kid, I got caught with a knife in school, and they like, why you got a knife in school? I'm like, you going? I'm like, it don't got nothing to do with nobody here. When I get off the train, it gets crazy. From getting off the train to getting to my house, I need protection. It has nothing to do with the school. It has nothing to do with the morning. And then you know what they did? They called my mom. Uh, and I didn't. I got suspended for a day. I got suspended some shit that I could have got really in trouble for. They just hit me with a day because they just believe me. I'm just like, yeah, this ain't for nobody in the school. I'm not trying to stab nobody. But when I get off that train and I go home, or matter of fact, taking the train home from school, you needed something. If you didn't have nothing, you was a victim of circumstance. You could have got thrown in the tracks. You could have got stomped out by 100 motherfuckers. Anything, especially if you wasn't with nobody, if you wasn't with no crew. And at that time, I ain't have no crew. I was just solo dolo. I was just John, right? So yeah, you had to carry something because everybody from somewhere, and everybody get down how they get down, and they may not get down how they get down in your neighborhood. But shit, I always had a knife on coming home on the train all the time, especially in high school. Feel me? Other motherfuckers had worse. The Dominicans is carrying machetes the size of your fucking leg. You feel me? Everybody else, black people had fucking bats and shit. Puerto Ricans probably had pocket knives. Fucking everybody had their shit. I'm telling you, and it wasn't even you was on it like that. It was just to get home, just to get home. Trust me. Yo, imagine that you gotta fight your way to get home. What's the point of going to school? That's why I understand why some of these kids don't go to school. They get into a beef with a gang. You got 100 motherfuckers there waiting for you every day. You going 2 hours from your borough somewhere else. You stuck. You gotta deal with that shit. This is what I'm saying. This is the type of shit you gotta deal with in high school. You just gotta deal with that shit. And this is everybody gotta deal with that shit. So don't feel sorry for one person that gotta deal with it. That's why I say in New York, getting jumped is a 1D fight. Like you fighting two, three people, you could consider that a one-on-one. You don't gotta go home and say, yo, I got jumped. You be like, yeah, I fought these people. You can say, yeah, I fought them. That's like a one-on-one. Two or three people, that's like an average fight. Everybody fights a 2-on-3, a 1-on-3, or a 1-on-2. You can't even really complain about that much. That's like a New York way. These kids are different these days. You could do your best and they still stupid as shit. Hell yeah. And keep in mind, you got to keep a balance because if you give them too much, they like these Disney kids. They mad spoiled and bratty. So you got to make them earn their shit. Because if you just give them shit for free without them earning it, they always gonna have entitlement. So like that's what they did. Like that's what they should get. You know what I'm saying? But when they work for it, uh, it shows them like you can't really, you know what I'm saying? These kids and their entitlement. When once they get into these teens and they think they smarter than you and they think they teachers are God, I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? They teachers is like 20 something years old, 23 years old, don't even know how to clean the back of their ear. You know what I'm saying? And they look up to these teachers like gods. And I get it. These teachers got their degrees. They know what they know. But you know, sometimes experience trumps a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You gotta make these kids humble so that way they understand both ways, both sides of the coin. They can't be so uh um uh I don't even know the right word, but y'all get me though. JJ showed his true hand with Faith. He know he heard that man in Faith background twice and didn't go back. JJ internet he was yeah, listen, I'm gonna tell you he wasn't gonna go there anyway. I promise you he wasn't gonna go there anyway. His ass would have been missing a job. This is all for cap. This is what I'm saying. Why would you go somewhere that you know you're gonna get locked up at? Stupid motherfucker. This is what I'm saying. Why are you making a movie? That's what I call making a movie. When y'all say I make when I say making a movie, when a motherfucker do some shit for YouTube, that's called making a movie. JJ internet parenting is a hard job. You have to parent your child and let the world parent your children. He only wanted Black Truth to give him his shop info to play on the phone. JJ not crazy. That motherfucker gonna call the Better Business Bureau. He gonna go on the Yelp. Black Truth. He gonna go on Yelp and write mad dumb shit on the Yelp shit. Like, bro, I ain't giving you nothing, bro. Just like exactly what you have. Nothing. I ain't giving you nothing. That's what you used to. Nothing. When I told my girl that shit, she started dying crazy. Like, what the fuck is he? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Give me a job. Like, no, no. That's the dumbest shit to ask for. That's how you know he's just freestyling. He's just going off the head, saying anything on the moment, on the spot. He don't even got shit to say. Facebook was definitely there. Who, Mr. Pleaser? Mr. Pleaser was there. Oh man, Mr. Pleaser was there. He had your girl in the backbreaker. Like Lex Luger. You feel me? His excuse is nobody was there. Motherfucker, you wasn't there. You drove by. Say hi. You missed her that much? You want to see her that bad? He wanted to see her in person. He was hoping that maybe she would have seen him on the porch and she would have fell in love and they could have just worked it out. He could have came back like, YouTube, she still loved me. Bang bang. She loved the Joker. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. And actually she had her man on the porch and he seen that dude. You see how he dropped the camera real quick and ended the live. Yeah, I seen you on the porch with that dude. And then his next live was about that dude. Shit, they both moved on quick. The only way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. Love y'all. I'm gonna go cook. Easy. Have a good day, Mama Cynthia. You just motivated me to cook. Yeah, we all cooking bacon, egg, and cheese right now on deck. Sunny side up, lightly toasted with butter, cheese, bacon crispy. You know bacon's good crispy when you lift it an inch off the plate and you drop it and it just shatters. That's how you know the bacon's cooked to perfection. JJ straight player Gabe's to the Ed Ruthless. Well, when you at the bottom, the only place you could do is go up. That's why I'm fucking with him lightly. I'm not trying to go too hard on him where he start calling whoever the fuck he going. I don't know who he gonna call. They already try to call. I was supposed to been out the projects. You feel me and all that shit. And the motherfucker gave me a whole stoop and a couple of extra more amenities to my projects. And you know what? Every time I get into a beef with them, my elevator start working. I don't know why. But exactly on the day, and my elevator always works. But on the days I beefed with them, my elevator stopped working. Go figure. I don't know if he has a connect to my elevator person, but there's something nefarious going on with the elevator. I promise y'all that. Pride is a motherfucker. French toast, egg, and bacon. I'm motivated. I gotta go, y'all. Let's go eat. Everybody go eat, and I see y'all like after 4 or 5. I'm trying to think of something easy. Yo, crack them joints sunny side up. Throw that bread in the oven. Let it toast with the cheese on top. Smear the butter on it. And the only thing that's gonna run you a minute is the bacon. Start cooking the bacon right now. Them sunny side eggs will be done in a second. Splash that oil on the top to bubble it up. That way it's not a flat egg. And you got a bubbled up egg, nice and with the sun in the middle. Feel me? But don't break the yolk when you flip it on the bread, because you want that shit to break inside the bread so it just spreads all over evenly. Dash it with a little bit of salt, and there you go. You eating it in the New York way. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. You could get it at the store, but it don't taste good at the store. It used to taste good when it first came out, but now that it's hot, the last thing you want to do is get a bacon, egg, and cheese at the store. You know what I'm saying? You might as well make it at home. It's gonna taste way better, and it's way cheaper. Feel me? You go pay 4.50 for a bacon, egg, and cheese that tastes like shit off a grill that everything been cooked on. Feel me? Everything in its mother been cooked on it.
Tastes like everything.
Yeah, your shit come out tasting like a fucking like a
Chopped
sausage,
cheese.
chopped cheese sandwich. Yeah. They wild in New York. I don't eat from there. Listen, I'm as New York as the next motherfucker, but John don't eat from the deli. That's just not something I do. I'm bougie. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Pray for everybody else, and that's it. And pray for the people doing bad, yo. They need it. You heard? You either want them to keep doing bad so we keep laughing at them, or you want them to change. So if you want them to change, send them a prayer. Feel me? That's all. Peace and love, y'all. Enjoy your meal. Yeah, was there. Faith says something, baby. Oh yeah, Faith not playing. Faith got her dude on deck. Anyway, peace and love, y'all.